The reason you want to expose your thinking and you want to help people expose their thinkings is not just to expose yourself, right? Which we have to do legally and appropriately, okay? It's really so you and I, let me give you a simple example to bring it to life. If I say the word police, well, that could mean to you arrest, it could mean brother, it could mean cop, it could mean pig, it could mean brutality, it could mean a zillion different things. And yet, think about at work, we say things like, oh, we're customer focused, we operate with integrity. And yet those words could mean thousands of different things to different people. So the whole reason you want to expose your thinking, particularly around really important business decisions, new product development, etc., is you use words, and almost every word you use has meaning that's unique to you. And almost every word I use has meaning that's unique to me. Okay, so go back to having a great meeting and you think everyone is all agreed to what needs to happen, and then people go off and for 2 weeks they work on things and they come back together and you go, what were you thinking? I thought we agreed to this. We were in the same meeting. Ah, that's because they're processing their interpretation, if you will, their meaning, their assumptions, their conclusions about the words was different than yours. And so when I go off and I have to make a decision in the moment, I have to deal with a customer issue, process something, I make a different decision than you would make. So exposing how we get to those decisions, and this is not something you would do constantly all the time or you would drive everyone insane. It's something that you do in the really big stuff, the important things. You know, a new product development. You sit down at the beginning and you want to make sure you expose your thinking. Here's what winning looks like. You will have done X, Y, and Z. We will have achieved X, Y, and Z. We will have incorporated feedback from these sources. We will have stayed within this budget as much as you can, because as much as you can kind of talk about your processing, how you got to your decisions, the more effective you're going to be. The more people are truly aligned to what you want done, what needs to get done. And then when they start exposing their thinking, suddenly you get a new idea. Oh, wow, that is a better way to think of it. And that's where innovation comes from, right? Those moments where I get a new thought, a new way of processing the same information. So exposing yourself is vital for today's business leader, vital for success. And it's asking simple questions. What led you to that decision? Help me understand your thinking process here. You know, I would like for us to do this because blah, 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 blah. My experiences suggest, here's what I found, because someone might say, oh my gosh, I've tried that before and my experience was very different. Now suddenly we've got something to actually think about, okay, versus assume that you and I are completely aligned from the get-go. More often than not, we're not. So that's why you want to expose yourself.